For the data in the group distribution below, find an estimate of the mean, the median class, the modal class, and the greatest possible range. So remember that when we have group distributions like this, we don't know the actual data values. We know there are two values between 0 and 3, but we don't know what they are, and that's why it's an estimate of the mean, and that's why we have the greatest possible range. What I'm going to do is turn this into a table. So we have 0 to 3, and the frequency there is 2. The frequency is just how many pieces of data we have. And then we've got 4 to 7, and we can see that that's going to be 3 pieces of data in there. 8 to 11, well, there's 8 pieces of data in there. 12 to 15, there are 3 pieces of data there. And 16 to 19, there are 2 pieces of data there. Now, there is perfect symmetry to the frequencies, and that can shortcut things like the mean, but I'm not going to use those shortcuts. What we do is take the midpoint of each interval to represent the data value. So we don't know what exactly is in 0 to 3. It might all be zeros, it might all be 3s, or any combination in between. So the estimate with least error is to take the midpoint of 1.5. Then the midpoint here is 5.5. The midpoint here is 9.5. The midpoint here is 13.5, and the midpoint here is 17.5. And then to estimate the sum of the data, we need to do the frequencies times all of the midpoints. So I'm going to pause the video and work those out. 2 times 1.5 is 3, and I'm going to do the others now. So I've done all the multiplications and added up. So our estimated total for the data is 171, and there are 18 pieces of data. So the estimate of the mean is 171 divided by 18. So let's divide that by 18, and we get 9.5. Note how that is exactly in the middle, and I mentioned the fact that the data was symmetrical. Just look at the frequencies. We can see perfect symmetry there. So we'd expect the mean to be exactly in the middle, and we didn't really need to go through the process here. The median class is going to be in the middle, and so that's going to be 8 to 11. The modal class is the one with the greatest frequency. That's also 8 to 11. We can just see it's the highest bar on the table, or the highest frequency over here. The greatest possible range, well, the highest possible value is 19, and the lowest is 0. So for the greatest possible range, it's going to be 19 take away 0, which is equal to 19.